The Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court made a rare statement after President Trump called for the impeachment of a federal judge. Michael George is back with us here in Studio 57 to break down what happened. Michael, good morning to you. What is this about?
Well, Errol, good morning. Now, this all stems from the ongoing legal battle over the deportation of non-citizens under an 18th century wartime law. The judge in question blocked the Trump administration from removing those people from the country. And there are questions about the timing of the flights because the planes carrying them still went to El Salvador. Chief Justice John Roberts released a statement in response, which he doesn't do often. He wrote, "For more than 2 centuries, it's been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. The normal appellate review process exists for that purpose." Now, overnight, we got a response from the president. He posted on his social media platform, quote, "If a president doesn't have the right to throw murderers and other criminals out of our country because a radical left lunatic judge wants to assume the role of president, then our country is in very big trouble and destined to fail." Now, while this fight in the courts plays out, the Trump administration appears to be ramping up its push to deport non-citizens. Yesterday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio posted on X saying, quote, "Venezuela is obligated to accept its repatriated citizens." He also threatened sanctions against the country if President Nicolas Maduro doesn't accept a consistent flow of deportation flights. Now, lawyers for Venezuelan migrants are suing the government. In a filing yesterday, they said if the president is allowed to designate any group as enemies under the Alien Enemies Act, then, quote, "there's no limit on who can be sent to a Salvadoran prison or any limit on how long they'll remain there." And the Justice Department has a deadline of today to answer more questions from the judge in that case. He wants to know when the planes took off and where from, what time they left U.S. airspace, and when they landed in another country. Errol?
And Michael, back to Chief Justice John Roberts making that statement. You don't often hear elected officials calling out federal judges, any judges, so vociferously. How rare is that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It doesn't happen often, but this isn't the first time we've seen an instance like this. And it's not just frustration coming from the right. A few years ago, Justice Roberts rebuked Democratic leader Chuck Schumer when he threatened conservative justices, saying they would reap the whirlwind and wouldn't know what hit them if they continued issuing anti-abortion decisions. Now, Robert called that inappropriate and dangerous. Errol?
All right, very important stuff. Michael, thank you for that. Really interesting.